Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be hunted down like an animal? In southern Sudan, up here, is where it is. Every day this happens. In southern Sudan, a small girl has a 1% chance of being able to read. That means they're 99% more likely to be impregnated and die before they can read. Next page, please. Imagine this. You're a young boy on your farm, your family's farm, the only thing you've ever known. And suddenly you start hearing drums. In the other tribe. You've been taught all your life that the drums mean terrible danger is about to come. So you drop everything you have. You only go with the shirt on your back, and you run to the forest. Next slide, please. In the forest, you keep on walking. You don't know where you're going. All you know is you have to keep going. You meet up with more and more children as you keep on going. And the group starts building. You're led by a 12-year-old. I got this from Ben Machar, a survivor. We were led by a 12-year-old. And we didn't know where we were going, but we were just relying on the older kid to help us out of the forest. Next slide. We came to a refugee camp, but they didn't want us. There wasn't enough room. So we left the little kids, the 3-, 4-year-olds that couldn't walk. At least it made it lighter for us. That quote, Ben Machar. All the children leave the refugee camp. Next, please. So you keep on walking, seeing things like this due to war in Darfur. This war started in 1983. Got this from information from the New York Times. This war started in 1983. Since then, an estimated 2 million people have died from Islamic attacks on Christian people. And you keep on walking, hoping that the next mile might be your last. And you come to the desert. Next, please. Children start starving and dying. And your group of thousands dwindles down to 500 or less. And you come across a pride of lions. Now you wish you never said that. Now you wish you never said that this might be your last mile. Because very realistically, it almost is. You create a circle because you don't have weapons. You have nothing. You create a circle and you yell at the lions, hoping that they'll run away. But a little child who doesn't know any better runs for his life. You turn to him just in time to say, "No, don't!" And the lioness jumps on him, tearing his limbs and eating him. You can't do anything. You just watch in terror. This information from Ben Machar. The next day, the pride moves on, and you guys keep on walking. And you come to the Nile River. Here, you have no choice. You have to cross it. But this part, especially, you see crocodiles all around in the Nile River. So, you have to make a decision. Try to cross here, or find a better place. You're getting hungry, and across the Nile River is a sense of salvation. There's towns by the Nile River. It's the only sense of water, or the only source of water. But then you turn around and you hear something that you'll never forget. The sounds of machine guns, people yelling, and children screaming in terror. And everyone runs into the Nile River. You're left with two choices. Die on land, or die in water. So you swim. Your friends are next to you. The little children jump in the water who can't swim and they drown instantly. Your friends are next to you being pulled underwater by these vicious crocodiles. And somehow you make it to the other side. And you turn back. And you look at the river and you see it stained with blood. And all your friends that you've known for such a long time, who are now more like brothers to you, their limbs are going down the river. And there's maybe 50 of you on this side of the river, and you run for your lives. This time you make it to an American refugee camp. And you are able to be deported to America. This information also from Ben Machar. This might sound brutal and terrible, but this happens to people every single day in southern Sudan. 99% of girls get raped and die before they're literate. This I got from New York Times, Insart.com. It's an extreme number, but it's very true. I leave you now with sort of an interesting quote from Ben Machar again. You wouldn't expect this, but all he says was, hey, life is tough. So next time you're thinking to yourself, man, my life could be better, you know, maybe it could be worse.